Hey guys. So today we're gonna do a little sit and chat. This is not gonna be a long video, but I came across something. I came across something that I really wanted to share with you guys. And I've talked about Colleen Ballinger, I've talked about her character Miranda Sings, I've talked about the Ballinger family quite a few times on miscellaneous videos. And every single time I do a video on her or the Ballinger family, their stands come out of the woodwork like you've never seen before. So I kind of felt like there for a while I had said everything that needed to be said, and then this morning I was taking some time getting ready, as I usually do. And I was checking in on Audibly Elena's YouTube channel. And she's a fellow commentary channel here, obviously on YouTube. I've mentioned her before, and she does a great job at breaking stuff down. Some of the people she talks about, I just don't even know who they are, but I'll still listen. And she did a video on Colleen, and in her video, she mentioned how, she talks about Colleen, but she has such a small channel. Sometimes she feels like her message just doesn't get to the place where it needs to be, and I want to talk about what she talked about, but I also want to link her video down below and link her channel down below. So if you're interested in commentary, go check her channel out. She does a great job at talking about stuff. She's not a bully, she's not a jerk, she's not here to snark on people and call it funny. She's actually having really important conversations from an educated stance, and I think that she's going to do really well if she continues uploading on YouTube. Colleen, there for a while, I hadn't checked in on her stuff really, and then I saw the video this morning, and what she decided to do is thank people in Seattle who came to her show, and she put up a bunch of photos, and on Instagram, you can upload, I think, up to 10 photos, and then people can swipe through them. Well, when you swipe through these photos, most of them kind of look pretty average. And then you get to the last photo, and it's her in character as Miranda Sings, with her underwear exposed to the crowd that she's performing in front of. And as a reminder, her crowd, her audience is children. They are young kids who should not be exposed to this. It's not funny. It's not comedy, it's not snarky, it's gross. It borderlines on predatory-like behavior, and women, yes, can be predators just like men can be. They are not excused. They are not, they should not be disregarded. They can easily prey upon children just as easily as men can. So she puts out this photo, and I will show it, but I will add a blur over what she left unedited because it's a lot to take in. And I'm not someone who is easily offended by stuff, but I was offended by that strictly because I knew who her audience is, and I knew the people that were in that crowd looking at her in that way. Elena also had a good point, and this is something that I've noticed for a really long time with Colleen and Miranda. I'm just going to call her Colleen because I'm so tired of people saying, oh, well, this is under the guise of comedy. It's supposed to be a show. It's supposed to be funny. I'm not going to give people that liberty anymore, and that's what we're going to do in 2023 as well. I'm no longer going to give you an excuse because you call your content comedy. So Colleen puts out, this photo, but then when you review her content, and if you're at all familiar with it, she's obsessed with underwear. She's constantly talking about underwear. Remember the whole Adam McIntyre thing where she sent a bra and underwear to him,
Your Twitter account is making me laugh so much. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, you're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties.
And you guys, the worst part is, she actually ended up sending the lingerie to him.
My mom kept it. I didn't even see these because my mom had just taken them away because she was so shocked. So this was what I was sent. I hate touching it. These. I don't know which way they go, but these as well.
What is up with her obsession with underwear? I don't understand it. I don't know any normal people, everyday people that are just oddly obsessed with undergarments. It's really weird, and she's bringing up underwear, and she talks about a lot of stuff that obviously is not for kids. And the common argument that I hear from her fans is, oh, well, Miranda's not for kids. She's not supposed to be for kids. But you know who's sitting in your audience when you're doing live shows. You know who's buying your merch when you're selling merch. You know who's watching your YouTube videos thanks to modern day technologies such as analytics. So that argument might have gotten away for the first year or two that she was online, but now there's so many things that will tell you who your audience is. I can tell you my audience is in the age range of, I think, 34 to 45, and they're primarily in the United States, but I do have a fair amount of Canada viewers as well as international viewers. I can access that information in 5 seconds. The underwear thing to me is very creepy. The fact that she put up this photo and people in the comments of Instagram were laughing with her. They thought that it was just so funny. They thought that it was like quirky. Showing your undergarments to children is funny to you. Showing your undergarments to young children is snarky to you. I find it alarming, creepy, and gross. And I think that with the size platform that Colleen has, she should be called out. She should be talked about. And, obviously I've done my fair share of content on her, but I think that some people shy away from talking about her because she does have so many stans that will defend anything that she does. Colleen could literally kill a cat and she would have people that are defending her, excusing the behavior, saying that it was misunderstood by whoever is giving commentary on it. So that might have something to do with it. It might not. I'm not sure. But speaking from my own experience, I can tell you that her fans are very vicious. And they seek out opinions that are not in favor of her. And they will go hard for Colleen. And they don't even know. She doesn't even know that they're out there, half of them. She does know about a lot of them. But there are some that there's no way that she could know every single stan that she has. I think she knows she has a lot, but I think there are even more than what she might have in mind. And the things that they're willing to say to others on her behalf are cruel, shocking, and gross. So that was a lot to take in, and I could not believe, there's so many opportunities when I see stuff like this posted online. There are so many different opportunities to say, maybe this isn't a good idea. I'm a grown-ass adult with children of my own. The woman's literally in her mid-30s. There wasn't one split second during that entire time where you said, maybe I shouldn't do this. How is this going to affect my kids? Once they grow up and see that their mom was doing weird, creepy stuff online under the guise of, oh, it's a character, Miranda. It's time to hang up Miranda. It's time to retire it. But I don't think that's going to happen. But in the meantime, what I will do is stop referring to Miranda as a character, because Miranda is not a character. It's just an excuse for her to be weird and label it as this character that she came up with ages ago. The other thing I want to talk about in this video is Colleen and Jojo Siwa have always had a really close kind of friendship. And while I was looking at Colleen's Instagram, I also went over and checked on Jojo's TikTok, because Jojo is much more active on TikTok than she is on YouTube nowadays and stuff. So I went and looked at that, and I realized that Jojo has put together a little girl band. And these girls are in between the ages of 9 and maybe 12 at the very oldest. And one of the most recent TikToks that she's done is announcing that she bought a house for these girls to live in. Now, I don't think that these girls are literally living at this house 24 hours a day with no parental guidance, no parents around, no adults around. I think it's a content house, kind of like Team 10 was supposed to be early on. I would hope that these girls are not living there unsupervised. Jesus take the wheel if literally like one adult is in charge of all these kids. These content houses are on the rise. They are all over the place. Hype House, Sway House, Team 10. There was another one. There's been several. But I really wonder about the guidelines. What are the rules? What's really going on at this house? What kind of impact is this going to have on these girls? As they get older, they're being pushed into the limelight. They are being branded under JoJo's kind of blueprint on how to go viral and how to do these dances and get more clicks. And there's a whole aesthetic with the group of girls, and I'm not going to show their stuff obviously because they're minors, but I will link a TikTok page. I will link a TikTok page down below if you guys want to go take a look. But it is really wild to me to think that these girls are kind of being pushed into the limelight, and they also have this house, and they're tied in with Jojo Siwa, who is obviously making money by doing this as well. Hollywood and social media fame is just a whole pile of toxicity, if you ask me. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I know that JoJo has, a new relationship that she's in. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not here to give commentary on teens who are dating each other. But I did find that pretty interesting. It's almost like she's trying to like raise these girls using her blueprint. And I just kind of wonder about the impact that it might have on them, the rules that are in this house, how often are they at the house, how many adults are in the house with them. I just felt like I had some questions. So I wanted to mention that in this video, since JoJo and Colleen are, they've always been very closely aligned publicly. And yeah, so either way, those are my thoughts for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.